So Psychology for Marketers, 9 Revealing Principles of Human Behavior. One key part of being a great inbound marketer is understanding how...
Switch on the lights. Just don't interrupt yourself.
It's understanding how and why other people think and act the way they do. Think about it for a second. How can you create compelling content if you don't know why it would be compelling to your audience in the first place? How can you personalize content to reach the right people if you don't know what type of content they would like and why they would like it? So before you start jumping into all the tactical nitty-gritty of marketing, it's really helpful to understand how people operate, which is essentially what the entire field of psychology attempts to explain. Understanding some key principles in psychology can take your content from good to amazing, all because the right audience is reading and identifying with it. Bonus, if you understand these principles and wave them into your marketing, you also convert more visitors into leads and leads into customers.
Okay. Any questions here as far as vocabulary is concerned? How to create compelling content? What does compelling mean?
So attractive.
Attractive, yeah. You can read a compelling book. Okay. Nitty-gritty. Can you give me an equivalent for nitty-gritty? Something less informal. You know the word details?
Oh,
yeah, probably. Or minutiae.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. How do you spell minutiae? Anyone?
Minutiae?
M-I-N-T-U-A-E.
Yeah.
S-H.
Oh, no.
Gosh, I have to look that up actually. Let me just open the dictionary.
I've looked
I'm a
it
bad
up.
speller. Yeah, you have. How do you spell it? You can open the chart. Oh yeah. So it's with both A and E at the end.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay. So you have to press the chat icon in order to see what we've written. Okay, good. Grant, so coming back to the article, we've stopped, we are now...
Many of these.
Many of these, yeah, so the third paragraph. So would you like to continue?
Yeah, I just need to...
Or maybe Yogo, your turn now?
Many of these psychological concepts can be used across many aspects of your marketing, but we are just going to give one example of each. They also aren't universal. We all know people who are outliers, do we not? With that in mind, let's get started. So 9 important... Yeah, shall I continue?
Yeah, I think.
Just the word outlier.
Mm-hmm. Do you know the word outlier, Yoga?
Outliers? Nope.
Nope. Okay, Arkadiusz, that's a very useful word for you. Arkadiusz is going to study linguistics at Oxford. So outlier is when you do research, any kind of research. This is basically a point in your data that lies outside the average. Okay. Oh. Oops. Someone has left us. I hope she returns. Anyway, right. That was the English accent. I'm saying goodbye. Anyway, an outlier. So you have the idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Grant, so could you maybe continue reading?
Yeah. So 9 important psychology concepts you can use in your marketing. Mm-hmm. 1. Reciprocity, introduced in Dr. Robert Cialdini's book, Influence the Psychology of Persuasion. The concept of reciprocity is simple. If someone does something for you, you naturally will want to do something for them. No, this isn't bribing. If you can act in a sincere and giving way, the other person will naturally want to help you. When you could use this in marketing. Okay.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Something fell. I know it. Maybe connection.
Okay, so we've started reading about reciprocity, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry for interrupting you, Arkadiusz.
So what was outliers, because I didn't have it?
Oh, right. So outliers are basically points in your data that lie outside the average, or not only the average, but when you have the Gaussian basically curve, right? You have to keep your all of your data points within like 66% from the average. Everything I've done statistics a year ago when I was writing, so I can't remember like the exact numbers, right? So whether it's 66% or something more. It also depends on basically the threshold that you assume, the thresholds of probability, right?
Okay.
But basically, it can skew your results if you include outliers, right?
Mm.
Right.
So to give you a practical example, you are testing, I don't know, what? The growth of children aged 12 to 14, right? And everybody has grown on average like, I don't know, 5 centimeters within that period, but you have one person that has grown 12 centimeters, right?
So it's like, yeah, just different. This is like.
So the
outliers.
average would go up substantially if you included that person, and that would skew your results.
So it's like, yeah, this inaccuracy of headed on statistics and economics. But
Okay, we've had a bit of a I know, scientific detour now. Let's move back to reciprocity then.
So shall I read on?
Yeah, I think.
So when you could use this in marketing, give away something for free to help build community or customer loyalty. You don't have to be rolling in dough to give something away. It can be anything from a branded sweatshirt to an exclusive ebook to a free desktop background to your expertise on a difficult subject matter. Even something as simple as a handwritten note can go a long way in establishing reciprocity. By delighting your audience with these small gifts, you'll be one step closer to establishing a true, solid relationship with your visitor, leads and customers.
Any questions here? No?
No?
Okay, so let's move on to commitments.
So commitments. Another principle developed by Cialdini, commitments, is another way of saying that people don't like breaking their promises. If someone commits to something, whether it is meeting for lunch or signing up for your product, they feel like they've made an obligation to you. As they make that commitment, people will be much less likely to bail. When you could use this in marketing, this is a great way to fight customer churn, though you should never stop trying to delight your customers. Per principle 1, it's important to keep in mind that the longer the commitment they make to you, the harder it could be for them to churn. Think about your pricing structure. Can you lower prices but have new customers sign up for 12 months instead of 1? Then, once you've gotten your customer's commitment, fuel it by offering great products and customer service, and maybe even customer-specific content.
Okay, any questions here?
Churn.
Well, the word churn is used in a weird context.
Fight customer churn, basically the turnover.
Okay.
So to churn away, you can churn something out, you can produce something, but to churn, the word to churn also refers to basically incision burning, right?
Okay.
So kind of eliminating your customers then.
But isn't it in some way related to making butter?
Butter.
Butter, yeah.
I don't know. Butter. Let's check it then.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's
Chan, because it can mean produce in general.
yeah, so its original sense, I think, is
It's like in every context you can
so.
chant something out.
I've pasted it to chat.
Okay, grand. Let's see. To agitate or stir milk or cream in order to make butter. Excellent. I didn't know that meaning. Good. Okay. Chan. Huh. Right. So, would you like? Do you have any other questions?
No.
No. Okay. So, Yoga, would you like to pick the third point up? Authority.
Authority. So most people naturally obey authority figures according to another principle in Cialdini's book. When we view someone as having authority, we will be much more likely to trust his or her opinions and suggestions, simply because we believe the person is credible.
Social proof.
Everything is clear here. Social proof. We've talked about social proof a few times on the blog already, but basically it boils down to a situation in which you adopt the beliefs or actions of a group of people you like or trust. In other words, it's the Me Too effect. Think of this like an awkward middle school dance. Few people want to be in the first one on the dance floor, but once a few people are there, everyone else wants to join in. Keep in mind this desire to conform doesn't go away when you get older and less bashful about your dance moves. Bashful is like what? Like ashamed or like?
Yeah, like shy.
Okay.
Bashful.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, this was quite easy, so let's
So when you
maybe continue. Exactly.
One easy way to make the most of social proof is on your blog. If you are not already, use social sharing and follow buttons to display the number of followers your accounts have or the number of shares a piece of content has. If those numbers are front and center and you already have a few people sharing your post, people who stumble on your post later will be much more likely to share. P.S. We actually have a post all about using social proof in your marketing if you're interested.
Okay, so that was quite easy as well. So let's move on to liking then.
Another psychological theory by Cialdini, liking means that if you feel positively toward another person or company, you'll be much more likely to interact with them or buy from them. It may not matter how smart the other person is or how profitable the company is. If you think they're cool, you will want to be seen with them more often. When you could use this in marketing, liking is crucial to developing your company's brand. Keep in mind that being likable doesn't have to mean being nice. Your brand could be raunchy, yes, and kind of offensive, but if your audience likes it, you can still take advantage of liking. You just want people to feel positively affiliated with your brand. So however you make that happen, it's worth a try.
Okay, the word raunchy.
Raunchy, so like kind of pushing up, I don't know. Pushing anything.
Rough, I don't know.
Rough, kind of lewd, earthy, a bit like an old lecture. Basically making innuendos about sex and yeah. Okay, so